Well, hey everybody, I just wanted to show off some of my really awesome Venom toys off to you all here. And guess what everybody, I just got a really cool new Venom toy. I'll be showing that off to you all here real quick like. Alright everybody, are you all ready for this? Alright, so here's my really awesome new Venom toy. So cool, right? So cool, man. Alright, so I want to mention that one of my neighbors next door is getting their roof worked on, so there's a lot of noise going on over there, just a bunch of banging and stuff. So I just thought I'd mention that. Alright, so I'll show this toy last. I'll start off on these other toys here. I think I'll start off on this one here. Alright, so this toy here, I think this is a Venom toy, either that or it's a Deadpool toy, something like that. But this toy, you can move around the limbs really easily, you can move around the arms, move around the legs. You can move the head around some. That's pretty much all there is to this toy here. So that's that toy there. So now I'll move on to this toy here. Alright, so this toy here is so cool, man. This is a Carnage toy. You can move around the arms, move around the legs some, and you can move around the head some also. So cool. So this toy would come with like a string, like a pull string, but also it's got this little wheel. You can wheel around the pull string also, but this toy is sort of broken. The pull string got torn out by the previous owner of this toy, I think. So that's that toy there. So now I'll move on to this toy over here. This toy is so cool, you guys. Oh, and I also want to mention this toy lights up. This toy lights up, and these two toys over here, these two toys squirt water out of them. So they're so cool. So I'll start off on this toy now. Alright, so this toy here is supposed to be half human, half Venom, and it's mutating a human to a Venom. So it's so cool, man. It's just so neat. Looks so cool. So with this toy here, you can move around the limbs pretty easily. You can move around the arms, move around the legs, you can move around the torso some also, and you can also move around the head some. The guy in there, he looks like he's like, I enjoy mutating into a Venom. Alright everybody, so that's that toy there. So now I'll move on to this toy here. This is another Carnage toy. This toy, you can move around the limbs real easily. You can move around the arms, move around the legs. You can move around the torso some. You can also move around the head some also, or a lot actually. But yeah, so that's that toy there. Oh, also you can press that button. I don't know what that button does, but it's a pretty neat toy. So alright, so now I'll move on to this toy here. This toy you can move around the limbs pretty easily. You can move around the arms, move around the legs. You can move around the torso. This toy, like, is very easily articulated. Very highly articulated, so you can easily move this toy around and stuff. So also you can't move the head around, but you can move the jaw part and stuff. So it's pretty fun. It's a pretty cool toy. It's got like this button on the back. I'm not really quite sure what that button in the back is for, but oh man, it's a really cool toy. It's all translucent and everything. It looks really cool. So that's that toy there. Don't worry guys, we'll be getting around to this toy here soon. So I'll move on to this toy here now. All these toys are so cool. So move on to this toy now. So you can easily move around the limbs, move around the arms, move around the legs some. Is a little sticky with the legs on this toy here, but you can also move around the head really easily. This toy comes with this little part here you can attach to the arms. So cool, man. Like, all right, so I'll let you have a little closer look at this here. Oh man, it's just so neat, right? So cool. So so cool. So that's that toy there. So now I'll move on to, I think I'll move on to this toy over here. Oh yeah, I also want to mention, this is one of my favorite Venom toys here. It's so cool. So I'll start off on this toy now here. All right, you guys, so this toy is so cool, man. So you can move around the limbs, you can move around the arms, you can move around the legs, some, and you can also move around the back arms there, just like that. It's so neat. So also it's got like all those heads there, all those Venom heads or Carnage heads, whatever they are. Not sure if it's Venom or if it's Carnage, but oh, it's so cool. So also you can you press that button in the back there. All right, so this toy lights up and stuff. So when you press that button on the back there, it just lights up just like that. So cool. It's so neat, so cool, right? So that's that toy. All right, everybody, so now I'll move on to this toy here. This toy is awesome. So with this toy here, you can move around the limbs pretty easily. You can move around the arms, move around the legs some. You can move around the head also. And also with this toy, you press in on that button there and it does that sort of thing. It's so cool. So that's all there is to that toy there. It's pretty neat. So that's that toy there. So now I'll move on to this toy here. Oh man, you guys, this is one of my favorite Venom toys. So let me show you a little on this toy here now. So you can move around the limbs pretty easily, real easily on this toy here. You can move around the arms, move around the legs. It's got all the fins there on there. You can move around the head some on this toy here. You can also move around the head on the arm there. It's so cool. So also you can move the jaw open and closed, the mouth there, and as well as this one here. It's so neat, man. It's so cool. So it's got the fins. It's got, oh man, it's just so neat. Just such an awesome toy. So you can like move it around, move the head around, stuff like that, any which way pretty much. It's so cool, right? So that's that toy. That's pretty much all there is to that toy there. I just like messing around with it. It's so cool. So that's that toy there. Oh yeah, the name of this toy is Deep Sea Venom. It's so neat. It's really fun. I really like playing with this toy. So so that's that toy there. So now I'll move on to this toy here. This toy is so rad, man. So you can play in the water with this toy. It squirts water out of the area there, out of the hand there. And so let me show you a little more on this toy here. So you can move around the limbs. Well, you can move around the arms pretty easily. You can move around the head some also, just a little. But yeah, so let me show you a little more on this toy here now. All right, everybody, so with this toy here, this toy squirts water out the hand, out the palm there. Let me show you. Oh, and also this toy also squirts water out, but I'll show you that one next. So with this toy here. All right, everybody, so let me show you how this toy works here. There we go. So that's that toy there. So so now I'll move on to this toy here. So you just press in on that button there. There's a button right there that you press, and oh, There we go. So that's how that toy works. All right, you guys. So now I'll move on to the other toy over here. I'll move on to this toy now. All right, so this toy is another one of my underwater toys, or water playing toys. So with this toy here, you can't move around the limbs or the head or anything like that. But with this toy, you just press in on that. Well, you sink it in the water, and you get the water in there, and then you just press in on that button there. So you just press in on that button there, and it squirts. You see that? So it's pretty fun. It's really a cool toy. I like this toy. I like all these toys so much. They're so much fun, and they're so cool too. All right, everybody. So now I'll move on to my new toy. Oh man, this toy is so cool. All these toys are so neat. I really like these toys so much. They're so awesome. So now I'll show you this toy. This toy is so crazy rad, man. It's so crazy cool. So with this toy here, you can like move around the those parts there if you want. You can move them all around any way you want, pretty much. It's like different heads that come along with this toy. I have the rest of all the other heads that you can swap off and put different heads on there. I've got them in my room. I just didn't really have time to bring them outside with me today. So maybe another day I'll bring them out and play around with different heads and stuff like that with this toy. But it's so, man, it looks so brutal looking, right? So all right, so with this toy, you can move around the limbs pretty easily. You can move around the arms, you can move around the legs pretty easily, and you can also move around the head some. So this is part Venom, part Spider-Man, and it's just so neat. This looks so freaking cool, man. So also move around the torso some also, and it's just so awesome how it has like these weapons, toy weapons on the ends of the hands there, the arms there, the ends of the arms there. So there's that, and it's so painted pretty well too. Also it's got this part where it lights up, the chest lights up. So you just press that button on the back there, and I don't know if you can really see that very well, but it's lighting up the chest part. Look, it's just so brutal looking. So you can just press the center, the back part there, and it lights up. You can sort of see. It just looks so it looks so dope. It looks so cool. So that's pretty much all there is to that toy. So it's just a little sticky with moving around the torso, but it still moves around though. Also, I think the makers of this toy did such a great job at making this toy, man. It just looks so great. It looks so cool. So you can twist around these toy weapon parts and do all sorts of things, move them around, stuff like that. Really awesome toy. So that's that toy there. All right, everybody, so that's that toy. So I just wanted to show off all these really awesome Venom and Carnage toys off to you all here. And those are all the toys I wanted to show you all for today. And I'll be having a whole lot more videos coming out soon. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. All right, everybody, so that's the video for today. All right, everybody, bye.